All right, welcome back to the channel. I am here at the BMW Performance Center West in Thermal. I'm here with instructor Mike Renner. Mike, we're here for the National Capital Chapter Advanced M School. Can you tell us a little bit about what the Advanced M School is for those out there that are interested in it?
Well, it's an opportunity. We have all the programs starting with the teen schools, the car control for adults, 1 day M school, 2 day M school, and of
Hmm.
course the advanced is just as the name implies. It is a more advanced curriculum. Where of course we'll be driving the M2, the M3 today, and
Right.
also the M5. And here at Thermal gives us an opportunity to use our training courses and tracks, but also to utilize the thermal tracks. So it allows us to go a little higher speed than we do in the M school, do a lot of lapping, a lot of lead follow, and it makes for a great 2 days.
Yeah. So for those interested in Advanced M School, is there a qualification process in order to be, I guess, qualified to take this course?
Just need to have done some type of, the car control skills class or, the Club M days that we do for
Yeah.
the chapters. That would get you in, just so you've had some type of training, or if you've done with the club, if you've done a number of HPDEs, it's not a problem.
Right.
And the other
So, yeah.
thing I'd like to emphasize is that, there are people with different levels of experience and
Right.
perhaps skill level. So we can accommodate pretty much anybody. We can adjust so that you feel comfortable. There's never a push to make you go faster or
Yeah.
more aggressive than you want to
Yeah.
be.
It's basically challenge by choices, I think is the term
Yep.
that you guys use.
Yeah.
So CCA members also, I think, get a discount off this course, right? I think it's 15%, I want to say.
Yep. Yeah. Good point. So all of our programs, if you're a club member, you get a 15% discount.
Right. So now a little bit about yourself. This is probably a long setup to say, what's sort of your background and how'd you become an instructor?
Well, way back when I started racing sports cars, that's what led me to the job.
Hmm.
But started racing sports cars a long, long time ago. The years really fly by when you're having fun, and that's the case with me. And so I was originally in Greenville, born and raised in Greenville. Was
Okay.
away for a few years for different things, and in the mid '80s, I started driving the brand, started racing in the early '80s actually, and did some instructing, taught people how to race and so forth. Um, a business opportunity brought me back to Greenville, and right before they opened the Performance Center, I met some of the key people there that were
Right.
involved, and I did some contract driving with them for a couple of years, and the offer was made for me to come on board and be a driver and a corporate guy, and I accepted, and it's been phenomenal. I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. So outside of the Performance Center and driving schools, you can also be found at basically almost all the East Coast IMSA races, providing hot laps to people, right?
Yeah, and sometimes, I mean, I've been to Long Beach and we used to go to Road America. So the majority of the IMSA races we do with the IMSA Hot Lap program, which is a lot of fun for us to do. I think the fans really enjoy it. We were just at
Absolutely.
Daytona. A lot of people have never been on a track, so to take them around the banking of Daytona is a pretty
Yeah,
cool
at speed,
experience.
I think what, probably hitting the limiter. That,
Not too fast.
yeah, but an awesome experience. So I took a hot lap with Mike at VIR a few years ago. Amazing experience, of course. And I think you also do the one lap of America for the. I think last year you skipped because you had a little incident on track last year, which we
Oh,
well
no, you're talking about Mike.
last year you skipped it, the
Yeah,
one lap.
no, I just skipped it last year
Yeah.
because we had your event that we were doing, Chapter Fest, and had some other things going on. And but I'd done it 10 years previously.
Is our plans to do it again this year?
I'm probably not. I'm not saying that I won't be back again, but probably not this year again. I have some conflicts, and one of them is the National Capital
Oh yeah, because
Chapter
the chapter
Fest.
fest up
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So Mike is a great friend of the CCA. I think in particular the National Capital chapter, where you can be found at a lot of different events. You know, the winter party, chapter
mhm.
fest, other stuff, providing hot laps, and also at the O Fest, where you provide charity laps in vintage. I don't want to say vintage, but some of them aren't vintage, but race cars, right?
That's right, and of course this year it's going to be in my hometown, Greenville. So I would really like to encourage and welcome everybody to come in. I think it's going to be a really cool Oktoberfest. They've had some great ones the past years,
Yep.
especially, but we have some really fun things lined up. So I hope everybody can come in for that.
Absolutely. So usually, I think you drove the Z4 GTLM at the last O Fest, I
I
want to
did,
say. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Great car to drive, a lot of fun. It's always a pleasure, and Yeah, that's one thing I've really enjoyed in my job is to be able to drive the various race cars.
Right. All right. So let's go into some quick questions here. So, what's been the favorite BMW race car or road car that you've driven? If you can do it, maybe top three.
Race car, probably the cool factor, the McLaren F1
Oh,
GTR.
wow.
I really love the E46 M3 GTR,
Mm,
but probably currently just all out fun is probably the Z4 GTLM.
awesome. How about favorite racetrack that you've driven, or top three?
Um, I would probably have to say the Nordschleife, the North Loop of the Nürburgring.
Mm-hmm.
Spa is a very close second. And I don't know, third, I don't know, it's probably a track in North America. Road Atlanta's near the heart, VIR. Road America, it's hard to pick one.
Awesome. So, how about track that you want to drive that haven't had a chance to do yet?
Um, I don't know, probably I would like to drive. Um, Well, I'd like to drive Le Mans, but that's never going to happen. I would like to drive that when it's set up as a racetrack, just to experience. I've been there, but I've never driven it.
Awesome. Let's say, how about first car?
First car I owned,
Yeah.
I really show my age. It was a British Racing Green MG Midget, and I
Ah,
thought it was fast.
it was probably at the time, right? It felt fast with the wind, right?
Yeah. Lucky I survived those days, believe me.
And current car.
Well, I drive all the cars from time to time. We rotate through them. I just came out of a 440 Grand Coupe, which I really
Oh,
loved, and currently I'm driving an X2, which is surprisingly a fun little car and great
is that the
utility.
new M? Is it the performance level one, like the 30? Is it the 35?
No, I don't know that one. I got this car just before that one came out, so I'll
Okay.
be in this one for another. I think I got more, maybe 8,000 more miles, and I'll rotate into something else.
Awesome. All right. So last one. Dream garage. Three cars. No budget.
No budget. McLaren F1. Um, Probably. Well, that's a tough one. I don't really think today. Um, I'm too late. The McLaren F1 is the big one for me.
And
Probably
maybe like a
some
daily. What would that be?
a daily. Any BMW M car.
All right. We'll leave it at that. So if we want to follow you on social media, I don't think you have an Instagram,
I
right?
don't do Instagram. Matter of fact, it's only been fairly recently that I even did Facebook.
Right.
I don't know. I just didn't want to do it. I had so many of my buddies and friends say, you got to get
We
on
all get on it.
Facebook. And admittedly, there's a lot of good information, so I'm on Facebook.
Yeah. So on Facebook, you can find him, Mike Renner. And again, if you want to come out, learn some stuff from Mike and anyone else here at the Performance Center, it's either here or back in Greer. Mike can be found mostly in Greer.
Yep.
And he's out here, special guest of the club and the Performance Center out here, just with the National Capital Chapter. So, Mike, I
Yeah.
want to thank you for your time.
Well, thank you. Look forward to spending a couple days with you, and we're going to do some driving here in just a few minutes.
Yep.
But yeah, I'd like to invite everybody to come drive with us.
Yeah, excellent. All right, thanks.